Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like to wrestling, join our cult.
Yay!
He's done it. He's gone for it.
Might as well. In there, like swimwear, as Geordie Shaw would say.
Yes. On your back like Karamak. God, who said that?
Are you going to Tashern? We're not going to Tashern, because that's kissing.
In there, like, what was the other one?
not?
On it like a car bonnet.
On it like a car bonnet.
Oh, in it to win it.
I hate Geordie Shaw, me.
Geordie Shaw, way I.
Half of them aren't even Geordie.
No, half them aren't Geordie. For any Americans watching, it's inspired by Jersey. Yeah, well, yeah.
What a fabulous introduction.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
It's too hot.
It absolutely is.
It is,
Very hot and full of hay fever.
It's too much pollen, yeah. That's why. Oh, no, it's not even on camera. Shouldn't even have referenced it, but I've got a kitchen roll here. So put that there.
Got a water bottle.
And I'm just going to be blowing my nose during this podcast. So whenever Maffew's talking, and you hear a noise, an elephant hasn't entered the room, I'm just blowing my nose.
How dare you interrupt people when they're talking? Yeah, someone saw the video of me banging a beer can on top of me heat on me bonds. So I said, "Oh, Maffew, how's your head?" I went, "I don't hear any complaints." So Jack, it's good to see you as well. You're very well dressed.
Thank you. I'm wearing my retro 1990 England football shirt. It's coming home. Well, love's got the world in motion, but it's coming home this year. England are going to win the World Cup. They are. All we need is a belter of a World Cup song. Have we got a World Cup song?
No, they're not doing one this year.
Oh, right. Well,
Confirmed this week. That's the week in news in wrestling.
You know what else?
There's no World Cup England
that
song.
actually-
No, they're not going to do one. I don't know the reason, but I saw the headline yesterday. Didn't click on the article because I don't really care. It'd be crap anyway, the modern ones, aren't they?
yeah, they are.
Yeah, actually, I can't remember the last
It'd be like
one,
Atomic
so.
Kitten. Well, no, they did a good job, didn't they, Mike Bassett?
It's on me head, son.
Not
off me head, son.
Oh, yeah, thanks for that.
That was a good one. The last good one was probably We're on the Ball.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that's the only good one.
Adam Deck.
Yeah, actually, I can remember that. Well, on the ball.
Bum, 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 bum. What a tune. Gets you ready for summer.
What was one that was a cover? Was it like Come on Eileen, but Come on England?
Oh.
Probably by James Bloody Corden. Does everything, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Horrible, man.
Anyway, so how are we all doing?
Hey, fever.
Hot. Just warm.
Great segue.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. Have you heard the news that Neville has apparently moved back to the UK?
No?
Yeah, that was, a few days ago now, wasn't
Whoa.
He's
He said
his exercise by running away from his contractually bound appearances.
it? Who was he living with? Or who would he...
Probably Apollo Crews and Ricochet. Everyone seems to live with them.
He notified somebody by saying, "Oh, I'm away now. See you later." Who was? I can't remember who it was.
It wasn't Deck, was
I was
it? 'Cause he
half
needs
asleep.
someone to hang with. No, I don't know who that was, actually.
Yeah, there's somebody. He
Ta-ra.
told her, "I'm going back home now. See you later."
Welcome to
Coming home.
Welcome to
He looks like a cup, doesn't he?
Saturday Night
Lifting.
Takeaway with Deck and Adrian Neville. Pack and Deck. Oh, there it is.
Pack and Decker.
Pack and Deck.
That is good.
Hey, well, I wonder if he'll turn up if he gets out of his contract. If he wants to get out of his contract,
Defiant.
they
What
should.
is it?
They should Defiant Wrestling. They should make him champion
Light
straight
scoot.
away. They should make him champion straight away. If he's from Newcastle, North should make him champion. All the northeastern companies
Yes.
should make him champion. Can't think of a better one than Neville.
Including us as well. He can be the Cultaholic Wrestling Champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll just tell him he's the champion and that's it.
Do you want
He'll
to come?
probably think, I am not too bad.
Do you want to come in and watch
Yeah,
Extreme
yeah,
Rules
yeah.
with Neville?
We are?
That could have been you. That.
Right. Yeah, oh, that's the entire time. What's he like? How big's his cock? What's he like?
Is John Cena really sleeping with Carmella?
Oh,
yeah,
That's
that's
a big one
rumours.
now, isn't it? Everyone's going radio rental. John Cena could be having sex with a lady.
A single man having sex with a woman.
A single woman as well.
In wrestling?
I know.
Someone think of the children. Not you, Lola, I don't like that. But I meant wasn't they
gone
showed
there.
the adverts for Total Divas, and it's all about them breaking up. So was this literally just to get ratings up for Total Divas?
Well, I
Or
thought
Bella's,
that,
what
but
it's
then
called.
apparently they had to reshoot the arse end of the series or something.
It was all going to be up
Yeah.
at the wedding first. It
Yeah.
was all going to be the build up to the wedding and stuff. And
It probably is, isn't it? Why
Do you think?
not?
It went the way of the Red Wedding. So.
Oh, Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Meh.
No, I got it. Go on.
The royal wedding's next week, isn't it?
No holiday for that. No holiday for the royal wedding.
It should be called off. Called it off.
They do.
Selfish bastards. Wrestling
I'm
news.
trying to think of any wrestling news. It's been a slow news week, truth be told.
Yes.
But Big David Meltzer has given 5.5 stars to a wrestling match. You know when he breaks his own scale and everyone goes crazy? They're like, that's not how it works. It's his system. He can do what he wants.
Yeah, but he's one of those guys who'd be like me. Well, it's like, well, actually, I was given 7-star matches in '83. I'm sorry you guys are just joining me now. And we're like,
yes.
Barry Norman never gave like The Godfather Part 2 8 stars or
Didn't
like
he,
that.
Didn't he give, well, probably Kobashi and Misawa, to be honest. Probably one of their matches he gave like...
I think the only one I've
6
seen that
stars
was
to.
confirmed before the recent like plus 5-star rating was like a Flair Steamboat house show match or something.
Wrestling was different then. It's all right.
Yeah, it was great.
But this was Okada versus Tanahashi. One of the most storied rivalries in modern wrestling. And it was really good. I watched it. Really good.
It's gone too far, though, with Meltzer now. It's gone too far, this rating system. The world implodes when he releases one now, and it's just like...
I love it.
I don't think there's anybody in wrestling that more people care about what they've heard he says in relation to how many people actually pay for what he says and read and hear what he actually says. No one cares about Meltzer, says person who subscribes to Meltzer.
Yeah.
Like, love it. But yeah, but on the plus side though, hey, he's enjoying wrestling,
Yeah.
which is more than a lot of fans at the minute, especially WWE ones.
Yeah, Backlash wasn't... Are we going to talk about Backlash in the thing, or are we just going to talk about it now?
We'll do a little rundown. I mean,
Yeah, oh, please do, in a big car. Oh,
they're good. The start was good.
The start was very good.
what? Oh,
The rest
yes,
of it was
that
bad.
That Bailey Ruby Riot match was
Not the Bailey Ruby Riot match. The Miz and Seth Rollins.
absolutely.
I fell for 2 of the false finishes, even though there was no way that Miz was going to win because he's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I still bit on it because it was that good a match.
Listen to Brian Alvarez just now, and he
I
was
love his
saying
voice.
the Miz was carried to a good match, which I thought was a bit unfair.
Wow.
He hates Miz.
Yeah, it was just
Why?
like Miz wrestled a typical Miz match, and it was just because he was in there with Seth Rollins that it was good.
Yeah.
And I think that's a bit unfair.
No, Miz had good. It was similar. It reminded me of the feud with Ziggler when it was actually really good. When it was a career versus title, that was also Miz doing really well.
Yeah.
Even though Ziggler is, what's that sort of wrestler called? Like a Ziggler and a Rollins, a floppy wrestler, a flailing wrestler.
Not like Unibus, yeah.
Yeah.
Fall down man.
Yes. Bumpy the horse.
Yeah.
I read the internet. Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, Miz is someone who can take someone who is just all about the bumps and turn it into something more than just bumps.
Yeah.
So I love Miz versus Rollins way more than Rollins versus Balor on
Yeah,
Raw. Because
yeah.
this was, you've got to have both. Got
Yeah.
the story and the moves. And yeah, so those both finishes were amazing. Especially just Miz's. He's like, he's so desperate to get the pinfall. He's like using his head to like turn him over like Simba trying to turn over Mufasa, make sure he's and kicking out. It's like no, rather than well, better do a double stomp or something. So yeah, what a match.
It set a high bar for the rest of the show,
Yeah, that's the one negative.
which it was a lackluster affair, wasn't it? Sadly.
I mean, it was just a night full of finishes that were wrong and just left you perplexed as to why they happened.
And matches that made you go, hang on, is it just me or is every WWE match built exactly the same?
heel gets on top. It's that model of matches, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they love it. They stick to it no matter what. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Usually, 99% of the matches are built the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, so Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss, which is a feud. It's like, okay, whatever match. Nia Jax did a promo where she said, this is for everybody who's been bullied, and the crowd booed because she sounded like such a puppet
It was
for
it was
WWE.
when she said biggest star, wasn't it? It was just a clear advert. It was just like, yeah.
And then a second went by, and I called, that's right, the Be a Star bullying campaign.
Yeah.
The WWE is really like, oh, okay.
Just insincere, innit? That's people want sincerity and they just take it all away.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton, a feud based on, oh, hi.
He put it in the queue.
Yeah, Jeff. I know you from work.
That match was actually better than I thought it was going to be. It wasn't like. But after the Jeff Hardy Jinder Mahal match at Greatest Royal Rumble, which was pretty poor, this one was.
I loved it.
Did you? Yeah, well, you did. This was an improvement, but it still wasn't like. If the rest of the show had been good, no one would have really said anything bad about this match. I think it was a serviceable match, but.
Just Orton, eh? Boring.
It was good because the crowd went, yay, Orton, yay, Jeff. And it was like,
It's weird how
Nothing
wrestling
there,
works,
is there?
isn't it? It's weird how they're still insanely popular.
they will always be. Randy
Yeah.
Orton hasn't done anything like interesting since the Bray Wyatt thing. Crowd always goes nuts for him because he's Randy Orton. So good for him. And then, actually, I didn't mind this bit. I'm interested to hear your opinions. The Elias bit.
Yeah, it was fun. It made you smile, didn't it? Big E just getting all sexual with a drum.
Yeah.
It didn't fit his body, which I thought.
He definitely banged the drum slowly.
And then Bobby Roode, I couldn't get Fagan dancing out of my head. No, when Fagan dancing, his coat's flaring all over the shop.
Yeah.
Bobby Roode's sparkly jacket does the same thing. So, Bobby Roode and Fagan, one and the same.
Yes.
Who's Oliver?
Who's Oliver?
We're
In
talking
terms
about
of Bobby
Fagan.
Roode.
No way,
Who's
Jose.
that
Oh, I
one?
don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, No Way Jose is Oliver.
We tried. That bit was stupid when New Day came out, and then it got stupider and stupider, and that's why I enjoyed it. If it's a bit stupid, it's just nah. It just goes all the way out, like the end of Blazing Saddles. It's like, okay, now it's really stupid, and I love it.
But Rusev's going to turn on Aiden English.
Good.
No, don't do this.
Good. Aiden English he comes out and cuts a heel promo every single time, or some of the time. And then some of the time it's all like, "I'm happy to be here," but other times it's "Your town stinks." It's just like, make your mind up.
Yeah.
So as soon as he severs ties, the better.
I agree. Rusev's going to turn on Day.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
It's just Rusev then.
I like Aiden English. I think he's a lovely man.
I think he's talented. It's just what to have him say, it makes no sense half the time.
I'm just worried for him because I think if the team breaks up, then what else has he got to do? I think he might get released in the next call.
Well, there was a thing on Reddit saying the WWE officials don't like his look, which might explain why he lost his hair at WrestleMania.
He looks better since he lost his hair.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
might as well go full
He
hog
looks
with it.
like you can't have everyone being really good looking, like lustrous long hair. You can't have everyone being Roman Reigns. You got to have some like
It's 2008 again, maybe.
villainous looking fellas in there.
What was that thing about? Who was it? The Un-Americans.
Oh
They
yes.
get the push that they're supposed to have because you're supposed to have similar haircuts. Just went no. I like my hair, so they didn't get the push because of that.
And then he cut his hair
Yeah, he did.
later on. Ah.
Yeah, damn it. That was the thing keeping the Un-Americans back. And speaking of big guys with hair, big guys. Yeah, this is Daniel Bryan.
I didn't realise when it happened, but the yes lock at the end, Brian had to grab
Likewise.
his hand. I didn't
What,
realise
really?
it happened. Yeah, big.
yeah.
Brian's like supposed to be trying to. That's why he knocked his head.
Oh.
Because Big Cass was meant to block it like that or whatever, and Brian had to grab his arm and
Undo
drag it.
Oh no.
I didn't know so either. So I was
Yeah.
like, wait, he's holding it.
Yeah.
Oh no. Daniel Bryan made the hot tag. Like, oh god, yeah. And then didn't get much heat again. Daniel Bryan over Big Cass. Like, okay,
I
whatever.
mean, he's a kick punch wrestler, really. Big Cass.
Yes, and he
It's
didn't
not
do any
much to
talking
him.
though, so it could have been worse.
My boy Brandon Stroud
Oh,
said
here we go again.
well, first I've got two. He said that Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy was like if you selected CPU versus CPU on a SmackDown game and just see what happens. And he said that Big Cass was being controlled like a child who hasn't worked out the combos or the grapple buttons, just punch kick. So yeah, there you go. Good one, Brandon.
That does suck when that happens when you're playing somebody who's never played the game before, just
Yeah,
and then beat the hell out of you.
I just thought that was some nice metaphors there.
They work really well. Sorry, well I didn't laugh there afterwards.
Great.
So. SmackDown Women's Title.
Uprocks.com.
That plug was better than this. Carmella versus Charlotte Flair. I can't remember anything that happened in this match.
No,
I
same.
rewatched it and I still couldn't remember anything that happened in this match.
There was a roller.
Charlotte did a flip, didn't she, and landed on her knee, and then that sore knee prevented her from getting her shoulder up because ooh.
Yeah.
It was a good roll up, to be fair to Carmella. She packed her in tight, I guess.
I can't believe it was clean.
Yeah, that's the thing. They've thrown away.
Poor Asuka.
Yeah, that win from Asuka.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was 3 network specials ago. That's old news.
I think it was Alvarez saying that he thinks they've done this because they just wanted to have Asuka on a level. They wanted to get rid of the undefeated streak so they could book her because they didn't know how to book her with an undefeated streak.
It is hard, like.
But then Meltzer and Alvarez were both incredulous, going like, Goldberg, look how massive he was and stuff like that. And it makes sense, but WWE didn't want that to happen.
Nakamura took on AJ Styles. You're like, okay, round 3, no DQ, all right. And this did get better the more it went along. But again, the exact same match set up and type, and it does sound like people having sex, as the other matches on the card.
Yep.
This is supposed to be the Ultra Grudge match, and it's like, all right, well, I'm still going to do a dive to you. I'm still going to try a submission that's going to go nowhere before we do the finish. So, yeah. The last 5 minutes,
cups.
great.
Still no cups.
No.
Are they banned in WWE? They should tell us if they are.
It was no DQ with not cups.
Is it just making AJ look like a bit of an idiot? Is this what you're saying by this
Cup
point?
in the bank is 5 weeks away.
Why would you not?
Why would you not if you were him after a month or so of having your knackers attacked?
Or why wouldn't you start the match with, all right, stitch that?
Yeah.
Anything other than just, all right, cool, well, let's grapple. So it was all right, but yeah, and some of the people went, oh, the WrestleMania match is all right. People are getting too about it because they've had those great New Japan matches. Just wait, the next match will be better. Yeah, that hasn't happened yet, sorry.
It's just going on too long, isn't it? SummerSlam's too far away for what they're doing.
Yeah. At the only show they're going to be able to blow this off at is going to be, the UK tournament, which would be a bit weird. And, this network special, and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley in this is the match between the other match and the main event match. Cool. Any thoughts?
Yeah. Why, it was just, that was it, wasn't it, really? Although I suspect that Ross is going to want to talk about Bobby Lashley when we talk about Raw.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, I don't think we should talk about anything else from Raw. That's the only thing that matters. The complex and tailed it all.
It was very
wow, riveting.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that.
The Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. Two guys who have had nothing but great chemistry until now. Samoa Joe wrestling as a bad guy.
So they're trying to get the crowd to turn on Joe by having Joe just do a series of rest holds for half an hour, and it didn't quite work.
Yeah, crowd are like, no, we're not falling for that. We're
still
going to turn
Roman
on
Reigns.
this show ourselves, wrestling in existence, before we turn on Joe. So that isn't working. Beat the Traffic is my new favourite chant until the next horrible main event, which may be Jinder Mahal versus Roman Reigns.
Oh, that's on the house shows now, isn't it? Ooh, that match.
That's terrifying. Even the set stopped.
I think that'll get the Buff Bagwell Booker T. Was it Buff Bagwell Booker T?
Yes,
I think it might get that treatment. Oh dear.
That's over there.
I don't know what this. It's the feud. It's going to be the feud of the summer. I don't understand what they're doing.
I'm speechless at that.
I got nothing. I'm like Backlash. So this was a hit show. It made me hit my head against the wall. Going, why have I picked being a wrestling fan as my life choice? Any closing thoughts before we run away from this?
No. Everything's been said that needs to be said.
Absolutely.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
It's time for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
Huge.
It's your favourite bit, isn't it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
I haven't got one. Hang on. Someone else go.
I've got.
Oh, no, sorry, wait. Talk about
last
of
week's.
course.
Yeah. 3 choices were a pina colada.
Yeah, they were, weren't they?
Thorn in Your Eye, the Raw theme.
That's right. Thank you.
And Mamadou.
Mamadou, my Uber Eats driver, who didn't answer the phone.
They're not very good. Yeah. Should we ring him again?
Later. I really don't want to. I'm scared.
It's 2 weeks ago.
He did call back after the podcast finished, but we didn't pick up.
Yeah.
I could lie. Yeah, he rang. We gave him what for?
We'll
Let
beat
me
him
tell
up
you.
in a back alley. That's what we did.
You'll never Uber eat anything again. But the winner was, via popular demand.
Unsurprisingly,
I actually don't know who it's going to be.
Mamadou.
Yes!
So to represent Mamadou, I have put a picture of Pixie Lott on the board. She's there.
Excellent.
That's a good choice.
She has a song where the title is, or the chorus, what would your mama do? Whoa, whoa.
That's right.
So that's where we are.
Right, well, I'm going to pick, and I'm not salty or anything, SmackDown 2000 theme song.
What? You don't know the theme song?
I miss those Attitude Era sort of songs where there's just inaudible noises.
Yeah, Thorn in Your Eye.
Like Test's theme. Obviously the Raw theme.
This is a test. And then just...
Yeah.
It's what rap sounds like nowadays. It's great.
Bring it on. I think they were saying bring it on.
Bring it on.
Yeah. Test.
Then Too Cool's theme.
That was Too Cool.
St. Valentine's Day Massacre theme.
Cool. Too Cool's theme. The lyrics are "You look fly today." I recently fly today.
It's the X-Files theme, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Doctor Who.
Yeah. So yeah, the mumble rap SmackDown 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Jim. Jimmy Jim.
Yeah, R.I.P. JJ.
Jim Johnson.
I'm really stuck here.
Sorry, before I interrupt. Yeah, there was someone realised that when the country music feud was going to happen, but didn't happen between Jarrett and the Roadie, that was Jeff Jarrett feuding with Jesse James, the Road Dogg, with Jim Johnson doing the music. Anyway.
6 J's. Is that a thing? That's a thing. I'm going to go for sweary Chris Jericho in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Because I made a small compilation of 3 examples where he's done it. And he uses the F word as a noun.
Yes, he does.
Oh, as in you.
You f. I'm going to see you later, you f.
You flip.
I like that.
I'm coming for you, you f. And he just quote retweeted it, so.
Did he? That video, I saw that on Twitter.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think it was you, though. I think someone's already ripped it.
Oh.
What was
That's a good sign of success.
What did he say?
He put,
Jerry
swear or something. He said it wasn't very good.
Why?
I'm really struggling here.
I come prepared. We are the Cultaholic Video Podcast.
My awful dryer at home. Because even though it's
I love the effort you put in.
I genuinely can't. No, I'll think of a wrestling one. I'll think of a wrestling one.
Jericho said, haha, well done at Swearico.
Okay, it's better that end, but still.
I've got one. I've got one. The people who understand 90s and late 80s All Japan Pro Wrestling. Because I got bored the other night and tried to research a bit of history. Okay. 4 pillars of All Japan and all that. Oh, you do understand it. You could be one of the ones going in the hall of.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm nodding.
People who understand that, and it would have been in the days as well before the internet was so widely used and stuff. And I just don't know how because New Japan these days it's quite a luxury for Western fans because we've got English commentary and people writing think pieces on it all the time and stuff. And in detail match reviews explaining the storyline because a big part of Japanese wrestling is obviously not so much promos and stuff. The stories are all told in the matches. All Japan back then looked so complex. I tried to watch one of the matches that was meant to be one of the best matches ever. And it was a tag match between the 4 pillars, Kawada, Misawa, obviously Kobashi, and the other one, who I'm compared to Kane, because he just does choke slams a lot. It's like Taue.
Taue, yeah.
What's he about then?
I didn't reach the levels of those 3. He's like
He's like Kane.
Well, yeah, sure.
Well, he just seems he just stands on the apron a lot and then comes in and does a choke slam.
What a choke slam.
Yeah, that's really good. He did one off the apron and I was like, whoa. It was a good match, but I just didn't understand any of it. And I thought, people who understand this deserve a medal. So people who understand All Japan Pro Wrestling is mine. I don't know how we're going to represent that, but...
All Japan in the early 90s is a good shout, but...
it's meant to be the best wrestling ever.
They went through a period where they just sold out every show without announcing anything.
Right.
For months. It's like, okay, All Japan. All right, get tickets.
Well,
that was easy.
I need to learn a bit more about it because I'm confused. I understand Kobashi and I understand Misawa. Yeah. And I understand Kawada. He's like a Shibata sort of character, isn't he? He's a bit strong style.
Yes.
But Taue
hates Misawa.
But Taue just didn't understand him at all. He's so ungainly. Look, he used to be a sumo apparently.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
You got better.
Okay, good.
No, it's I actually did a shirt after the split of you guys with the 4 pillars shirt.
Did what? Us?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Who was I?
Afterwards. I remember.
Which one was I?
I don't want to say Taue, so I'll say I can't remember.
Right, okay.
I'm sure that I don't think that was the impact.
Chidi would be Taue, he's the tallest.
I don't think there was that much thought put into it. He's giant barbar.
Yeah, okay. Can I be Ricky Dozan? No, probably not.
Oh, you have been doing research.
Yes, I have, yes, certainly.
Yeah, sure. So, Ross,
Sweary Joe. Swearico. Old man pun.
Yes, I'm trying to think more curse words or whatever for Jericho. Buggeries, I can't say any of them. And All Japan in the early 90s.
I think I'm Kobashi. Sorry. Yes, I think I'm Kobashi.
We all think we're Kobashi. You got early 90s, like the football top. Very nice.
Yes.
And the SmackDown 2000 theme song.
I think I know which one's going to win.
Yours.
No, Ross's. But anyway,
I've not won for a long time.
Think about our fan base. Have we got more All Japan fans or more Ross fans?
Oh, yeah, right.
I've not won a thing on this for ages.
You went for that weird this morning phase, so...
The curse of the black jeans as well.
There was a woman on there this week who... I have a fiancé, I have a husband, and I have a boyfriend. Wow. She was like, I'm one of those people who fall in love with many people at once.
Oh, like a polygamist?
I think it's wrong, me, personally.
Fair enough.
But each to their own.
If
you purple hair as well. Purple hair.
If you want to vote on this, then do check out our Patreon. Patreon.com/Cultaholic.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and Smackdown recap.
So, we'll just pick the best bits.
Absolutely. The best bits of Raw, so this will be very brief.
No, it was an alright Raw. It was okay.
Mate, I hated this Raw.
Oh, really?
Maybe because the Backlash was so bad. I watched Raw and realized no one's feuding with anybody. I'm watching a show about people beating each other up to show they're the best, and no one wants to beat anybody up. I'm just like, this. So I'm still waiting for the after Mania brand split, everything blah 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 period to actually kick in, because right now the match is Braun Strowman defeated Kevin Owens. All right, fine, but it's just a match.
It was good.
Apparently, Kevin Owens only won one match all year.
Has he?
Probably.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, he's been getting his ass kicked by Shane McMahon.
Oh. Baron Corbin and the Revival, Kill Me Now, defeated No Way Jose and Titus Worldwide, Kill Me Twice.
Whoa.
Go on.
The Revival?
Yeah, but this is Raw Revival.
Right.
You know, you haven't been relevant since Swagger was on TV. Emma Moon defeated Ruby Riott and Sasha Banks. Okay, I like this match.
Yeah, and I like the finish. The double eclipse.
Arseholes in the crowd, though. Someone got engaged during it. That's what everyone was turning around and going, you deserve it for.
Oh, was it?
Midway through...
Pick your moments, you know. Something's good happening.
Do it during the Bobby Lashley video package.
Exactly.
When he looks into the camera and says, I love you.
Oh, man alive.
I'll marry you right now if we can leave. Oh, God.
Can we talk about Bobby?
Yeah, let's get to War Bobby.
I feel sorry for the guy. What a troubled childhood he had.
Can you just explain for people who might not have seen this?
So there's a promo. We're trying to find Bobby Lashley's character again, which is just not going to work ever, it seems. So the angle they went with, or we're trying to go with, he's a family man. He was raised with the right values. He was from a military family. He's a lovely, wholesome family man. What they actually told was the story of a man who had a horrible childhood, was abused by 3 sisters, who should all be arrested by the things that they did. The 3 sisters, first of all, would take him into the woods, tie him up, and leave him there for hours. I mean, I've got a little brother. I would never have thought I'd done that in my youth. Would you?
No, I've got a little brother as well. You got a brother?
Yeah.
No, we've all got just the one.
Yeah, I hope so.
Have we all just got one brother?
Yeah.
Mental. They're off somewhere doing a better podcast than this one.
Well, man, they're all tied up in the woods.
I've got one brother. You won't find the other one. So yes, and then please.
So then you got
Kathy.
Kathy was the oldest sister who would chase him around with a broom. Bobby tried to make light of the situation by saying, I would tell her, oh, you should hop on that broom and take off because, you're a witch. But then he would go on to say that would only rile her up. Right? And she would chase him around a bit more and try to kill him. That was a quote. Try to kill him with a broom. Then you had the 3rd sister, who was the younger sister. I think her name was Frances, who would carry a helmet around with her everywhere she went because she was Daddy's little girl.
Oh, his army helmet?
No, his dad's army helmet.
That's his
Daddy's little girl.
Oh, right.
And she had a security towel. Don't forget to bring a towel.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Not a security blanket. And a school bully took the towel. So Bobby went into school and shoved the raggedy little towel down the throat of a bully. So bullied a bully in the process and ensured that his sister would never get back the towel she wanted to deal.
Then we got home, they beat up Bobby Lashley again.
Yeah, and Francis left a scar on Bobby Lashley's eye, which is not going away and will be there for life. And at the end, he stopped Renee Young from talking and saying, I love you, which made me think of the Manson family. He's been brainwashed by these bitches.
Oh, man.
I love you.
It was a creepy I love you as well.
I don't understand what they were going for.
This, even worse than you may think, they did this previously with him in his first run in WWE before the WrestleMania 23 stuff, when he was ECW champion with the Donald Trump Vince McMahon thing. And exactly the same sit down, like, I come from a quiet family. I had a house with a roof and walls, and we're supposed to go, wow, I can relate to that. I've got one of them. And didn't work then either, but he left before, he could fail. He's been a great bad guy in Impact Wrestling. The 3 people that watch this show, that watch Impact Wrestling as well, can go, yes, Matthew, you're right. He's been so good playing a cocky, arrogant, look at the size of me.
Yeah, because he's bigger than everyone. Yeah, he shouldn't be like, I'm just like you.
Stop trying to make that man relatable to us. Like, look at the state of us. We're not going to be able to relate to him.
I've got a sister, screw you. So he comes out, he's like, he's soft-spoken. He can't go a promo. But, he's just like, no, No, he's enormous. And he's a member of the Team America, or not the World Police, but whatever it's called.
Team America World Police?
No, they displayed more emotions than him. When in Impact, the whatever the MMA thing was he was with.
Yeah.
Well,
that old
doing
man.
that, like, we're the best. Yeah, the old guy that cut better promos than half the roster. And he won 3 titles one time.
Yeah.
Just to show he could. And then threw him down for a Dixie going, I don't want him, screw him. Whatever, take your bum belt. It was like, this guy's great. He's so good. Bring him back. Pretend nothing has happened for 10 years. Played the exact same black hole of charisma he was last time. I don't get it.
You said something a while ago when we were talking about the best facial expressions in wrestling. Lashley needs to look at Keith Lee because he's a huge guy. And his facial expressions are, I'm a huge guy, like as you said. Like, and if Lashley would just embrace that, or be allowed to embrace that, then he'd be much better.
Yeah.
As he was in Impact.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's back to being...
They're trying to find something that's just not there.
You're right. Like, only they would cast... If WWE had Alan Rickman, they would book him as the hero of the story.
Wait, who? Alan Rickman?
Really? Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Anne Wickman. And then, you know when you mishear something?
Anne Widdicombe.
Anne Robinson.
I've got it now. I heard I'm aware of Alan Rickman.
Did you say? No. All right. So, yes, that was the Bobby Lashley special.
I hope there's more, though. And I hope they go with this. I was abused as a child, because that's what they stumbled upon.
Just breaks down.
Yeah.
I think one of the things they forget is people go, oh, yeah, but that sit-down thing worked really well for, Mankind and Triple H and Austin. He goes, yes, they were bad guys, and the crowd already liked them or had something with them. Bobby's like, you liked me before I talked. Now you don't like me.
Oh, is that the first time that Triple H said he's the game? He swore as well.
I am the game. Yeah.
Try.
He swore at Jericho. Triple swear H.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Another retweet for you. Jinder Mahal defeated Chad Gable, and I guess you can call that a feud. Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler defeated Heath Slater and Rhino. This was a match. Bobby Roode defeated Elias, which is the end of that kind of a feud, but wasn't good enough for Backlash, so screw you. Seth Rollins defeated Mojo, who wasn't that bad on the mic, actually, I thought, but I'm just completely crazy at this point.
Mojo.
Or is just rubbing off?
I like Mojo.
When they don't have him running around like an idiot, and he cuts those moody promos you can do, I think he's very good. Just get rid of the colours and the running around and the
I would like
Playboys.
What?
Bro Pachiti's heart, that, He called Seth Playboy.
He called Pachi
So
Playboy.
I realised he didn't mean it as a compliment.
No, he just means it to everyone.
Yeah.
He just says it to everyone.
Pachi's not special to Mojo.
But I don't get how that, Playboy, is that a term of endearment or a good thing?
Yeah, I remember someone used to say it quite a lot on San Andreas, I think, on GTA San Andreas. Oh, no, there was just a character called Playboy. Never mind.
Thanks. Martin Bray Wyatt beat some dudes. And then Finn Balor and Sami Zayn. Oh, actually, this was an alright match. Pretty great, actually. Finn Balor and Sami Zayn had this great brawl outside, and also Roman Reigns was there.
Oh,
just as Roman Reigns was about
to
get the victory, Jinder Mahal showed up.
Kick off the summer of Jinder.
They can't be doing it. I refuse to believe it.
Someone said a
Roman
comment
Reigns, as you lie there as uncomfortably as you could possibly. I'm doing the pipe bomb in Jinder's voice. I thought it was
actually carry it. I got it. Yeah,
no, I don't know the rest of the pipe bomb. Hey, Sunil Singh, how you doing?
Brings us some Indian guy that you've never heard of.
No, it's one of his henchmen.
Sunil and Samir.
No, but when Singh did a thing, he did Colt Cabana. So it's like, I know who Singh is.
Okay, sorry.
So do you reckon
that goes Jinder Mahal?
They're thinking.
So yeah,
Jinder's booed by everybody.
Right.
This is the one. This is the ticket, lads. He's finally going to get cheered.
He's not. He's not going to.
Ironically, Jinder's going to get cheered now.
Yes.
Best comment I read was, so is this just to trick the fans? And if so, what are the fans going to be doing? Because they're definitely not going to boo Jinder and cheer Roman, and they're just going to have to just give up and start just doing sing-alongs with themselves and
beach
karaoke
balls,
or
beach
something.
balls everywhere.
Kenny McIntosh is going to be livid.
Is he why?
He hates the beach
He
balls.
destroyed one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the beach balls, but Kenny was like a vigilante. He was getting
There's a thing on Reddit.
Reddit.
The asshole chants at whatever show it was were directed at former What Culture, and inside the ropes is Kenny McIntosh. There's a thing on Reddit about it. There's a thread.
Oh, awesome.
You rip one up. He's one of those guys.
I love that all the guys in the crowd's getting a giant chant. Any more thoughts on?
It's all about Bobby.
Lashley?
Yeah, this needs to continue. Hopefully next week they have interviews with the sisters.
The three wicked
I hate Bobby.
Yeah, I meant it every time.
Macbeth, you will be king. Right. And SmackDown, which was significantly better because it was shorter.
Pop
and
for that English literature reference.
thank
there.
you. Another reference to the 1800s from me. Miz versus Jeff Hardy.
1600.
1600s.
I love the
Miz
finish of
versus-
this match, me.
Yeah, another Miz saves the day in the show, and me liking wrestling rather than trying to get a real job or something. Was fun-filled. It was long. It made sense. Crowd was into it, and then there's a
Just
swan
sure he
don.
knows how to win, 'cause he got his arse handed to him, but he still won.
Yeah.
So
I
good on
love
him.
Miz.
Yeah.
Sheamus, this is for some reason like watching Liverpool lose to Chelsea last week.
Oh,
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was
and
enough-
Sheamus
enough,
supports
uh,
Liverpool as well.
I imagine
It's not
that
even
was-
true though. Chelsea won 4 in a row. They were beaten in 5.
Oh, were they really?
Beat Liverpool, who were saving themselves for a Champions League final.
It was just it's like, wait, what? I had to go back. Did he? What? Where did that come from?
But they had the Irishman eating Lucky Charms, which
Sheamus has gone off the rails. He's having a midlife crisis, I think. I can relate to that, I imagine.
Yes.
Nakamura not speak
Wait,
English.
sorry.
He used to, but he's forgotten.
What was the Sheamus match? Sorry.
No, Sheamus didn't have one.
I was
He
going
was
to
at
say,
the promo
oh,
backstage,
yes.
and then
Oh, he was. Yes, sorry.
just in general, because if you're eating cereal out the bag when near milk,
Yeah, I remember. I just
Even
thought.
though it's
Sorry
skin,
for
I-
intro. I just thought like Sheamus didn't have a match, but I misheard.
it's fine.
Okay.
I still like you. I thought they actually appeared to have stopped putting those crappy ass graphics over the handheld stuff, and then Asuka got some. I went, oh, okay, because she's special.
yeah, she was the only one to not have a promo with a camera.
Yeah.
Sorry, a phone. She got a proper camera. Have we all seen Primo Cologne's pretending to hold a camera? It's on Twitter.
Was he
did
not
one.
actually holding it?
He did one, but his arm's like out there.
Primo Colonga promo?
It's on. No, it's just on Twitter. It's just gone off his own back. I think it's about winning money in the. Because I thought if he's doing that, he's just going to
Well-
go. I'm going to be the next WWE champion, but it's a serious
He did a
promo.
promo, but no one was filmed.
Yeah.
Random people have been doing promos for Money in the Bank who are never going to get in the match, hinting at rumours of a tag team Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah, because the Ascension got one and Breezango got one, and you're like, hang on. All right,
Connor's not going to be in the Money in the Bank match. Yeah.
You don't know that.
Eh.
Charlotte and Peyton Royce had a pretty alright match, actually. Apart from that one bit. Did we all see it? Where
The Ryan Dunn punch.
no.
Just Peyton did that
see
in the
that.
back of Charlotte. It was fantastic.
I had to throw a mustard on her. No, she went for the moonsault, and then she got her legs up, and she hit him. But then Charlotte was like, "All right," and just went into her so she could get a small package.
Oh.
It was like, "Oh, I thought you were going to roll me up. I won't roll us up. No one's
The
watching."
story at the start was fantastic, though. Charlotte's reaction to the loss cured. Billy Kay's uncle's stutter.
Okay, that
Jesus
was some
Christ.
great timing to stammer on saying stammer. Well done.
Stutter. I couldn't make me mind.
That was like some,
stammer.
that was like some Stuart Lee levels of comedic cleverness there. That
wow,
was
you should
really
have gone
good.
with it.
Yeah.
I meant that.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
why people love you, Ross. Ultimate professional. And Mandy Rose defeated Becky Lynch. Cesaro
hang
would be
on.
Xavier Woods, actually. would
No,
be,
wait, no.
no.
Poor Becky Lynch. What the hell did she do to deserve this? I hope a heel turns on the
After
horizon.
a little neck snap.
I can't believe this. She's just backstage eating quinoa, having a great time.
Quinoa. The hell's quinoa?
Quinoa.
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 Yeah, he fought
Food.
Ken Shamrock in UFC.
No,
Come
do you
on.
know quinoa?
I've never heard
the
that
food?
before in my life.
A modern man on the heel. Not heard of quinoa?
You're on the heel.
I'm on the heel, aye.
I'm on
I'm
man.
not
Go
on
on.
the
And what is the quinoa? Please explain to us.
I don't think I've ever eaten it. Quinoa. But you know what I mean.
Thank you for interrupting the flow.
No, but she mentions it in her little videos on Twitter when she says like, I was just here eating the quinoa and then suddenly Charlotte's been cashed in on, but it was really good quinoa, so I couldn't run out and help her. Like, it was legit. It was really good. But then
Yeah, she did say that, yes.
And then the next week she had a bowl of it and she was like, not today, and like puts it down and runs out. It was really good. But they just don't want to do anything with it.
I actually missed that. That sounds great.
It was really good.
Because
It's
of
really
Raw, I'm like, just skip. Just
No, this
hurry
wasn't
over
this
the
wasn't
show.
this week. This was after WrestleMania when Charlotte got cashed in on.
Ah.
And Becky just took it upon herself to do a funny little thing on Twitter. It was good.
Why don't they include this in the
Yeah,
show?
wait. Well, Becky Lynch Twitter is good. Becky Lynch is like Baron Corbin. Way better on Twitter than they are on TV.
Becky's
People like,
fantastic
you suck,
everywhere.
Baron Corbin. Reply, you follow me, idiot.
Sing lynching out, apparently.
Oh yeah.
Dropping like flies, these wrestler relationships.
What was this?
Well, she was going out with an MMA fighter, but apparently she's not now.
She's unfollowed him off Instagram.
Whoa.
Is that why you've got your hair all nice and shiny?
No, it's not.
Isn't Becky Lynch the best? It all makes sense now. And then Rusev defeated Daniel Bryan clean as a whistle. Does this mean anything?
It means ultimately he's just going to fill a role, isn't he? Money in the back, and Brian's going to get a big match instead. That's what's happened there.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on, Ross.
I I've got very mixed thoughts on this, and I've been debated with on Twitter about this, and I do actually think I might have been a little bit wrong. Because I was really cross about this result. I was like, oh, what's the point? Like, I wanted Daniel Bryan's first big loss to be like a big deal after his comeback.
It was a big deal.
Well,
this was a random SmackDown, Jack.
But then, well, exactly. But then I thought someone did put it to me. They were like, but Bryan, there was a story here. He's still nursing some injuries from Cass's attacks and stuff. And then afterwards, he really sold them. He sold the ribs rather than the head because he got kicked in the head by Rusev. But he was actually selling the ribs. I thought, yeah, it does make sense, I guess. That's fair enough. I'm just scared of Daniel Bryan becoming just another guy once again. But I don't think he'll ever be that now.
Too late.
There's no way. Yeah.
Yes, so this was SmackDown. At least there's one feud on this show rather than Raw, which is New Day versus The Bar over pancakes. Which makes it, by default, better than Raw. And 205 Live happened. Murphy is a big deal.
He's great. He's suddenly one of the best wrestlers. He's amazing.
He barely makes weight. And then he's like, yeah, okay, Buddy Murphy, this is your new dude. So even the crowd were like, all right, cool, thanks. And also the highlight of that, they showed the promo package for Itami to remind us all that he's employed on 205 Live. And had a Michael Cole audio thing going, Itami, the young up-and-comer from NXT.
No,
God
he's
almighty
37.
me.
He's one of the best wrestlers ever.
He's not even old enough yet to be on NXT champion.
Oh,
And the other great news I forgot to mention, it confirmed that Sheikh Badr bin... I can't pronounce Bruno Sammartano's name. Never mind this dude.
Sammartino.
Is arrested... Exactly.
Yeah.
Is arrested because of his critique against wrestling, coinciding with the event of signing a 10-year deal between Saudi Arabia and WWE to bring professional wrestling to KSA.
Wait, what's happened? He's been arrested?
Yeah, for criticising the decision that bring wrestling to Saudi Arabia.
So they've got no wrestling's class, get in jail now? Like, what? Is that literally what's happened? Yeah. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, genuinely, like, Saudi Arabia. And so Vince is like, people are like, well, why are you going over there? Is it because of the money in the women's revolution? They arrest the fans that complain.
Wow.
Why would you not want to go there?
Wow.
So awesome. We should be in prison then by the sound of things. And
I've got another little bit of news from the week of wrestling.
Oh, please do.
Nixon Newell made a debut in NXT.
She did.
But it's on a tape.
Spoilers.
Not yet, it's a tape in.
What's she called?
Stephanie Newell.
Interesting. Stephanie?
Well, that's a real name, isn't it? Stephanie.
No, but there's another one.
Oh, yeah, she can't have that.
Oh my gosh, she's buried before she's even started.
It's like having two Bobbies on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like having another Vince. No wrestlers are called Vince.
Yes, you're right.
Well,
Shane.
apart
Is there a
from WCW Virgil,
Shane Douglas.
he was Vincent,
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
he?
a good one.
Shane Douglas, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
Don't really count
that's the
them.
reason why they hated
Isn't
him.
one of
You're named after my son. He was like 10 at the
one
time.
of TM61's called Shane, I think.
Oh yeah, Shane
Thorne.
Thorne, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was apparently why Kennedy got a push, because he changed his... Because he took Vince McMahon's real middle name and made it his ring name.
And according to Kenny D, that was the reason why he was the original plan to be Vince's son.
That would have been good.
But then that wacky period in 2007 when it turns out, okay, we'll definitely do a steroid thing, and then everyone was on steroids.
Yeah.
So they did Hornswoggle because, hey, look, if there's anybody not on the roids, it's you, pal.
Funny because he's small.
And then he did then fulfilled the wellness policy a few years later. I love wrestling.
Good.
Actually, random highlight of Raw that I remembered that I want to bring up. So randomly during one of the matches, doesn't matter which one, one of the wrestlers took down another wrestler, and Coach out of nowhere went, well, that would be illegal under the new football rules. And then Graves went, and how is that relevant? Anyway, well, you know, and then
Cross
Cole,
promotion, he said.
yeah, and then but Cole out of nowhere just went, God, I wish JBL was here so he could tell us what that means in rugby. It's like, okay.
Very good.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
Now the favourite bit of the show, the mailbag, bag of mails.
It's time to rummage in our mailbags. There you go.
It's good we get the audio bit of someone saying it and then you saying it afterwards, just in case you missed it. Number one, and again, I don't never see these, so. Hey guys.
Yo.
Hey, I'll keep this short and sweet. Oh, like you. Would you rather fight a Brock Lesnar-sized James Ellsworth, an Ellsworth-sized Lesnar, or two Hornswoggle-sized Lesnars?
Wait, sorry, start again. A Brock Lesnar-sized Ellsworth? No. An Ellsworth-sized Lesnar?
No.
It's the same
Kurt
thing,
Angle.
Or two Hornswoggle-sized Lesnars?
Daniel Bryan.
Wait.
I'd take the two Hornswoggles, me.
Keep up the great work, Brendan from Galway Island.
What, maybe the Lesnar-sized Ellsworth? No, he's probably going to be like quite handy, isn't he? He's big anyway.
Unless Jimmy Havoc gets to him.
Whoa.
There's a reference. Tried to cut his hand off, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the two.
With an axe?
Nice.
I don't know. No,
I'll do it.
No, I'm going to take the Lesnar-sized Ellsworth because I think 2 Hornswoggle-sized Lesnars are going to be able to take a leg each and take you down.
You just kick me in the face, wouldn't you? See you later.
Yeah.
Unless they're like Hornswoggle of today, 3'9" and 420.
God. That's all I'm thinking of. They're like, oh my God, I'm going to get killed by 2 enormous. Remember that line from Greatest Royal Rumble?
That's a hard one, that, though.
The Lesnar-sized Ellsworth for me.
Lesnar-sized.
Just a massive, skinny man.
Can you imagine a Brock Lesnar-sized James Ellsworth?
He,
I literally can't even...
I'm imagining it now. He looks like that 4 Pillars from Old Jafar, the tower. He looks like him. That's what he looks
It's
like.
like early 90s giant barbar. You're like, oh my God. There's no way you're going to chase after me. Let's keep a steady pace. You know we're going to keep up with us.
He should be 6'4", but his posture's made him 6'1".
Hey, lads. Hey.
Hello. Oh, wait, who's that first one from?
Galway Island. Oh, no, Brendan.
Brendan,
Galway.
sorry,
no,
yes.
Galway is not the...
Brendan Galloway.
It's throwing me off the amount of wrestlers that are named after places. What's his name from ICW? Is it Leighton Buzzard?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was actual location.
Oh, Henry's little assistant.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
A place is called Leighton Buzzard. Buzzard.
Leighton Buzzard.
I seen Henry's new enforcer.
Bands.
Oh, what a promo.
Obviously named after our show. Hey, lads.
Hello.
Scenario. Oh, the world is about to go to war. And for some reason, as in the thing you eat, you allowed one animal and one... Oh, where's this going? And one wrestler. In brackets, kayfabe powers apply. What? Under your valiant...
Kayfabe powers apply.
Under your valiant wing. Okay. The catch is, your animal is overpowered. The wrestler has to be mid-card or lower, vice versa.
The animal is overpowered.
Suck a duck. Yours, is that a command or what? Yours faithfully, yours truly, Asan, pronounced Asan. Oh, thank you. P.S. Pacidi's punishment looked like genuine fun. The bastard.
I wouldn't have wanted to do it. Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Right,
there's a lot to digest here.
Is the animal under your command?
Right,
Is
so
it
war's
loyal-
broken out
is
in
the
the
animal
world.
loyal to you?
And you pick one animal and one mid-card wrestler.
The animal is overpowered, so I imagine he's in control. This is a big duck. One animal, one wrestler. Kayfabe powers up. Well, Jake the Snake. Because
And a snake.
he has power of this. Well, you know, I hope so, or we're all dead.
Kayfabe powers apply. Oh, Undertaker's not a mid-carder.
Yeah, Jake fits that criteria.
Mordecai, then?
Mordecai.
He was mid-card-ish.
Mm-hmm.
He's a white Undertaker,
He's
isn't he?
on his best
He
night.
must have the lightning and the disappearing act.
The
And
racist Undertaker. Yeah.
I'm going to go for Bray Wyatt under the same principles.
It's a former world
All right,
champion.
I'll go for Matt
No,
Hardy.
he's
All right, I'll
definitely
go for
mid-card.
Matt. I'll go for Matt Hardy.
Mid-cardy.
And what animal?
Oh, he has the kangaroo.
He does, but
Which was a
I want to
boxer.
pick a tiger because tigers are
for
well
mine.
hard. There you go. Matt Hardy and a tiger. Matthew
Does a British bulldog count?
and the British, but well, both.
Yeah, him and Matilda.
You know who did I say? You know Catherine Tate, the comedian.
Yeah.
She, I saw a thing on BBC. It was like Catherine Tate's doing a new series about the health of the British bulldog, and I was like, wow. But then it was the British bulldog, the breed, and I was so thrown. I was like, Catherine Tate's a fan of like early WWF. Like, what is going on? But no.
That would be great. The health of the British bulldog. Oh. Wasn't great, to be honest with you.
She's going to do like a career retro, like a life, like a biopic about British bulldog, but now she's looking at the dog breed.
I love to see like British people be like, Cameron say like, yeah, should he be in WWE champion? Nah. Have you heard him talk?
He should be. What a liberty!
But bulldog sucks. How very dare you? Don't you think I don't know? Sorry. Hey lads. Hey.
Hello.
I don't know what animal I would have. What animal are you
sorry.
having?
I'd just put Jake Roberts or bulldog or not Coco Beware. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Rusev
He killed his bird.
Rusev and a bee.
So Jimmy Snuka.
Sting them. No one likes a bee sting.
No, that's fair.
You're right. Hey lads, I'm doing my GCSEs this month. I was just doing some biology revision.
Okay.
It wasn't great, that's right. Every time I wrote or read Yes, the words veins.
In my... Yes.
Wow, yeah. All I could think of was Jack yelling, "In my veins," every time Randy Orton's theme hits.
Yep.
Wow, you even did it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's as if you read this
It's on
question.
his Tron.
Yes. So my question is, not wrestling related. Oh, good. We love these. What subjects did you enjoy / hate in school?
Nice.
And what subjects were you best / worst at in school?
I like that question.
For me, I love German and geography
Mm-hmm.
and despise science and English. Hope the grammar in this is perfect for you, Maffew. I'm going to have a look over and give you some credit. Thanks for answering my question. Hopefully, Alex, smiley face.
Cheers, Alex, mate. Good luck for your GCSEs.
It don't matter your GCSEs, don't try.
Okay.
In hindsight, though, they don't matter, do they?
I tried quite hard.
I did it. I put my heart and soul into my GCSEs and then did bugger all for my A-levels.
Oh, I did well at mine.
I did all right in GCSEs. Did really well in my A-levels. And
I started
then
drinking
when
in my
uni
A-levels.
yeah, see
And
that.
then everything fell apart.
I realised that the world had changed, and it wasn't like how my dad and my granddad had taught me and say, if you get a degree, you can do out. I went, right, okay. Also, back in the day, a house was 10 shillings. Cheers. No, when I was at GCSE, I actually tried because we had a really nice French teacher at Bishop Auckland, and she actually really tried, even though people were like, I don't care about France. I was like, oh, I'll try. Put my heart and soul into doing it. I got a D.
Oh.
Or a day, as they say in French. See, I remember that.
There you go.
Yeah. So that sucked. English, pretty all right with, and it was. I have a biology. Is it chemistry? Yeah, you have a chemistry person or you're a maths.
What?
Biology person, chemistry. Yeah, maths and chemistry, the ones that are all numbers based.
Right,
the answer's
right.
always going to be 3 or whatever.
No, physics.
And then there's physics. Sorry. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
come on.
It's been a few decades since I've done GCSEs. You have that type of person. I was
Yeah.
maths.
You're maths and physics?
Yeah.
Oh, right, fair.
So what did you enjoy?
English was my main one. It was the one I was best at. But also enjoyed history.
Oh, yeah.
And I was quite good at languages, but I didn't enjoy them as much, but I was quite good at them, German and Spanish. So that was mine. Didn't really enjoy the sciences as much. Not a very sciencey person. Ross?
Mine were English. Aced that all the time. No sweat. PE.
Oh, yeah.
Until I started drinking in my A-levels and it all fell apart and I've not recovered since. Yeah, I was very sporty back in the day. And DT was my third one.
Oh, I hated DT.
I loved it, me.
It's my worst one.
I love making things, me.
DT was my worst
Made myself a clock for my GCSE DT project.
Nice.
Mahogany one.
Oh.
And then I made a TV stand, which was incredible. Like thin plywood, bent and glued together. So you had 15 strips of it and bent it round in a mould. Had a thin sheet of perspex in the middle. Yeah. So you had a C shape for a TV stand, all one bit of wood.
A-star.
Oh,
yeah, well
I
done.
got an A.
Oh, that's fair enough.
I made a bucket seat in my
What has this become?
That's great. Hey, people have sent this in.
Hey, yeah.
Hopefully.
All about it.
Yeah. Do you do cooking or what do you
No,
call
it's
it?
home economics.
No, we never...
It wasn't called that when we did it. It was just DT hyphen cooking.
But our cookery teacher was a former page 3 model in The Sun.
Oh. And you didn't enjoy it?
Didn't learn much.
Hi, guys.
That was my favourite question we've ever done.
That was the best question. Yeah, please more, sorry, talk about ourselves because we've got huge egos. Hi, guys. Hello. In an alternate reality, a rich investor with a passion for pro wrestling gives you a portion of their fortune to run a revamped WCW, for which they have just bought the rights.
Okay.
They lend you enough money to sign a top WWE or any other company main event star, as well as a few lower card talents. Who do you choose to build the company around and why? Keep up the good work, David Addison. Well, what year are we talking about for WCW?
Now.
Well, not now. I mean, it can't be WCW then in that case.
Well, we're just
It'd be a
reviving it.
company.
We're just reviving it.
He's bought the library off the network.
All right.
We're
So
bringing it back.
Bought
Billy Corgan.
the name and the big steel ladders.
Right.
Is Cena the obvious answer?
Not
Is this
anymore.
John Cena? Well,
Nah.
I would go Rollins, me.
yeah, same. He's the sort of man you want to build a company.
Oh.
Does CM Punk count?
Oh, that's a good shout.
Because if I was going to build a rival alternative to WWE, he's the one.
Yeah.
Even if he's not any good at wrestling anymore.
Yeah. If we're going to be the Bellator to WCW and just get all the people that don't want to work there anymore, yeah, definitely get Punk.
Shane Douglas.
Shane.
Maybe-
Oh, now you're talking.
Maybe who's
Jordy Nev.
I was going to say
Yeah,
Styles.
Johnny Nev, Cody Rhodes.
I was going to say Styles, but Neville. Neville. I was going to say Styles, but Rollins is younger, isn't he? I'm thinking in the long term here. I'd go for Okada as well.
It's not a Tommy.
Just because. Oh no, sorry, I'd go for Omega as well. Kenny Omega.
Velveteen Dream.
Yes, what a shout!
Absolutely.
The revival. I've chosen too many main eventers here. There's only one main eventer. Kenny Omega.
Sign a top. Trying to think who would actually bring people in straight away that are also WWE fans.
Punk.
Also, yeah, it's gonna have to be.
Or Rollins. Or Roman Reigns. The big dog.
I don't see Roman working, but
No, I don't either.
because it's somebody who's like the effect when someone else goes somewhere to another company is when they were liked elsewhere. You know, Christian going to TNA, for example, worked really good for him in the long run. So Rusev, I'd say at this point.
Yes.
Ciampa.
Ooh, I don't think anyone from NXT is going to do that.
Yeah. Kurt Angle.
No. What, and have him like, yeah.
He's the authority figure.
Can you definitely afford him to come to the UK and wrestle in Newcastle? Please keep up the questions. Please sell them to
mailbag@cultaholic.com.
what he said.
And a special thank you to Alex for that wonderful question. Good luck for your exams.
Thank you, Shun. Also saying Zulu, Siabongo.
But just remember, don't put 100% in. Just coast through the GCSE,
Yes.
get the A level, and that's when the effort has to be put in.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, it's the big question. Da, 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 da.
Is that Big Show?
Who else could it be?
I saw on Reddit once.
I hate you so much.
Someone said that the old Big Show theme sounded like, oh, everyone's really excited to see the Big Show because it was like, well, it's the Big Show.
To make me
And then
wanna jump.
The
up
new,
and
yeah,
down.
and then the new one is more like, well, it's the Big Show. Here he comes again. Like, here he is.
Do we know who sang the original?
Yes.
Well,
Michael P.S. Hayes.
did you know that?
I thought for years it was actually Big Show.
I used to think that wrestlers sang their own theme tunes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think they all sung it, but that actually sounded like it could have been Big Show. in
Yeah.
my head. Then you heard Big Show talk, it's like, raw.
Yeah, but yeah. I had a rumour that Sasha Banks sang her own theme tune, which I believed for a little while in my 20s, but clearly
You
not.
had a dream.
Yeah,
In your 20s?
as in like I believed that in my 20s. Gullible.
How long ago was that?
Is that saying, is it?
No, I just said like
Looks good, doesn't
I
it?
believed that in my 20s. Like, can you believe that I believed it as an adult rather than as a child?
Oh.
Yeah.
That should be a good thing with the big question. What was the thing that you believed as a kid?
We'll save that.
Oh, all right.
Oh, no,
I'm
we
going to
can
say
do
mine
that.
anyway. I believe genuinely that Crash Holly was 400 pounds like, because he brought the scales to the ring with him. And my logic was, well, if he wasn't, why would he bring the thing that could prove him wrong with him everywhere?
That's true.
It's obviously here at Cultaholic now, we're all about celebrating wrestling, but sometimes you just can't avoid but criticise things. Which I know is weird for me to say, for what I do, but my show's very narrow and one-directional.
Yeah.
But yes, we're going to discuss the worst pay-per-views we've ever seen.
Not necessarily WWE. Doesn't have to be.
On the whole.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Because there's a lot of stuff that I saw as a kid that I enjoyed, and as only as an adult I realized, oh, this is pretty crap. Like King of the Ring 99.
I'm going to start off with a controversial one, though.
Oh, go on, please.
WrestleMania 2000.
Whoa.
That's one other
I
example.
hate it.
I think it was
I
just.
wouldn't hate
I think it was
it,
just an
but-
underwhelming.
Really
show.
bad.
Oh.
It's just naff. I watched it. I think not last Christmas before. I just remember sitting there thinking, is this the Attitude Era? Is this the period we're supposed to be heralding all the time? And
That was like one of the.
how it should be. And,
Wasn't 2000 one of the years where like nearly all of the pay-per-views were excellent, and it just so happened that WrestleMania was one of the not very good ones.
Yeah, because it was a setup show for Backlash,
Yeah.
which did a monster buy
Yeah,
rate,
Backlash
and it was
was
a
amazing.
hell of a show.
Yeah.
So as a setup show for Backlash, it was great. As a WrestleMania, oh, nah,
Mm.
absolutely not. Yeah, I agree with you. I've probably seen it about 1,000 times because it was like, it's WrestleMania. It's so big. It doesn't have the name after it. It's the year. It's 2000. So yeah, and that ladder match,
Oh yeah.
I think is the best of the
Oh,
TLC matches, even though it wasn't TLC.
Bull Buchanan was really good as well. That's only two bright
He can
spots.
jump
from
onto
that.
the top rope with one leg,
I
off
know.
one leg onto the top rope, turn. Bang.
Hot start from
It's
Bull
fantastic.
Buchanan at WrestleMania.
And
2000.
also, Pimpin' ain't easy,
Easy,
man.
man.
Pimpin'
Ice-T.
ain't grab your bitches. Can't remember lyrics, just bitch. Oh, I love them.
Fine album, that, mind. Aggression. I've got
The
it.
Run
mate.
DMC DX song,
Yeah.
legitimately good.
Kane's as well, another highlight. Undertaker's I like as well.
I don't remember that one.
Mankind's wasn't very good. It was by Wreck or something. Oh, that was the title of the song.
Yeah. Because Big Show had his rap one for a bit.
Well, they all used it, didn't they, on the show to promote it?
Yeah, I think.
And apart from Kane, I don't think Undertaker used that.
I can't see Kane or Undertaker using that. Like, dodge that
down,
bullet.
Wiggity waggity boo.
And it was the follow-up. Yo, you're dealing with the X Factor. My mum actually bought the Uncle Cracker album that he put out because she heard Follow Me and thought all his music was like that. And she put it in the car once and the rest was like gangster rap.
I'm going to go for the worst one I've ever seen. I can't remember which one it's called. It might not be Victory Road, but one of the first TNA pay-per-views is a one where the main event is Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, and Macho Man Randy Savage against the Kings of Wrestling, which is Jarrett.
Yeah.
Is it Hall and Nash as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dressed up as Elvis.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the main event, and because Savage had some kind of sad, like, it's quite a sad story, but he had some kind of like breakdown backstage that I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it, lads. So they were like, all right. And at the start of the show, they had him kidnapped and stuffed into a limo, but you never see him. You just see his hat fall off. And the limo drives off, and it's like the Clique going like, get out of here, and all this sort of stuff. And then like Jarrett and Styles Hardy and Styles have to come out and like carry the match on their own as brave baby faces against Jarrett, Hall, and Nash. And then guess who comes to save them halfway through?
Shane McMahon.
No, it's Macho Man. He comes out. Jarrett's the TNA champion at the time. Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles both clamp sleepers onto Hall and Nash.
Yeah.
Savage goes for one. No, Savage goes for one as well or something, but Jarrett reverses it. So now Jarrett's got a sleeper on Savage. While the other two sleepers are going on, Savage grabs Jarrett, snapmares him over onto the floor, hits him with one punch and pins him. And that was the TNA champion. Championship didn't, or the NWA TNA champion. Championship didn't change hands. It was a non-title match, but it was one of the worst main events I've ever seen.
That was the bad period for Randy. He just released the rap album and then demanded apparently want to be the TNA World Champion, and they went, no, bye. And that was also apparently when, remember the story being Hogan and Randy were backstage somehow at TNA. And Randy was like, yeah, I hate you, whatever. Ooh, I hate you. You did this to me at my career and all. Ooh, I'm going to get you. And Hogan went, right, I've had enough. You've been talking crap for years, mate. Do you want to get outside and settle this? And apparently Macho Man, after all this, released a rap album about being man Hulk and all this. Apparently Hogan called him out and went, "I'll do." And he went, "Bye." And just left. I just didn't want to fight Hulk, which I hate that story so much. I'm such a big Savage fan.
Could Savage not have battered Hogan? He's quicker. Oh, no. He's more nimble.
Bonesaw could have at that point, but like Randy,
Savage
maybe not.
Dancing around him, peppering him. Savage is so... in their primes, Savage could have beat up Hogan, I think.
Yeah,
well,
in the prime, what, 93 before WrestleMania 9?
He didn't at WrestleMania 5, though. Hogan proved he was harder in the ring. Like a man. That's... it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong,
look, the show's best was like, wrong. I think this is going to go
harder
over with
in
the people
ring,
I'm doing this
like
with.
a man.
And then no reaction.
It's all gone wrong.
On the plus side, though, I can't say that pay-per-view was that bad because that was the one with the America's Most Wanted XXX cage, where they went, all right, the last pay-per-view that was the second ever TNA pay-per-view, not like the weekly ones, but the proper pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So the first one was, so they went, right, we have to go out for this one. So that is still amazing, and that's the one with the Elix Skipper risking life. Oh yeah. I mean, that's the highlight by far, but the rest of the matches, like, you weren't getting those type of matches in WWE right then, so it was like, wow, TNA's awesome.
Yeah.
Look at that match they just...
And the Unbreakable match, Triple Threat. Oh, wow.
But that's not what we want to talk about, Jack.
Have you got one? Have you got a nomination for the worst one?
The thing about bad in TNA pay-per-views, just like, fish in a barrel.
Sorry, I think that show might have been Turning Point, by the way.
Victor Road was the first one, that one was Turning Point.
Turning Point,
right,
2004, yeah.
And it definitely was a Turning Point. Yeah.
Clever, that.
Wow. The one I'm thinking of is going to have to be Victory Road 2011, because that show was already sucking before Jeff Hardy showed up.
I don't know what
in no state to perform.
I don't know what else happened on that show. Let me get the card.
That was the first blood match that ended. I think it was it Matt Morgan's feud with Hernandez that went on for about a year, and he sprayed tomato ketchup when the referee wasn't looking, then told ref he's bleeding. Like legit.
That's
and
so
Victory Road 2011. Matt Hardy, when he was fat, had the best match of the night with AJ Styles, which is like, okay, that's not good. Kurt Angle was on the poster. One of the awful posters that TNA would put on. That looks like one of those. You ever seen those weird porn books that are put on Amazon. They're like, my bicycle pounded my butt, or whatever like that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm very sorry. But yeah, that's exactly what the Photoshop looks like. Yeah, and he wasn't there. Results: Tommy Dreamer defeated Bully Ray in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Well, I remember that, yeah, because he used what are they called? A minion as a weapon.
A minion?
What?
The yellow things?
Yes.
Was that around back then?
Yeah. That was before it took off in a big way, I think. Right. There was a women's tag match. And Nancy defeated Matt Morgan. I love this. Kazarian defeated the Bucks and Robbie E. And that was Ultimate X. Wait, what? Okay, maybe it wasn't that bad. Sorry. Beer Money Inc. defeated Inc. God, I feel bad saying that.
The Prince of Punk, Shannon Moore.
And Jesse Niels, who was not the Prince of Edit. Actually, it wasn't that bad in paper. All right, here we go. Mr. Anderson versus RVD, and then a double count out. And they went, 5 more minutes. We want like 5 more minutes. Crowd, no, we don't. Crowd did not want to see the rest of it. Because I like both those guys, but it didn't work together. And then Sting defeated Jeff Hardy. Yeah. And that was when me and my mates would watch TNA pay-per-views and WWE pay-per-views live. And midway through the show, we went, I'm not watching any more TNA pay-per-views live. I'm done with this. It's not worth staying up till 4 a.m. for. And then that match happened, and we went, okay, maybe we'll stay a bit longer. And it was that moment, that pinpoint moment, went, wait, this is a weird angle. And then immediately started showing replays of the action that happened the rest of the night. I was like, oh, that was real. Man. And my phone was like that.
Oh, were you famous then as well?
No, but that was when life was easy for myself. I was famous for 20 people on 420 Chan and ASP. ASP, by the way, is winning their little 4chan World Cup thing that they win. One of the places called Botchamania. So
why is life difficult now you're on Twitter and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, because... Well, no, actually, Twitter's fine because there's no tone, there's nothing. It's just Simpsons joke, whatever. It's easy. Being on here is a lot harder because I'm still thinking about those people. They're my target audience. You know, the freaks and the stoners. It's really hard when I'm on this show. It's like, oh, normal people watch this.
Why? Within reason, they're all wrestling fans.
Yeah, but they're more normal than the people I've been used to talking to for the rest of my career type thing. So it's weird to me. So that's why I'll read the comments, people like, I don't get this guy. I'm like, yeah, don't talk to me. We will have nothing to talk about. So it's the freaks who are like, I know SNK games. I'm like, oh, great, let's talk for hours.
Just a quick aside there. You know that women's tag team match you mentioned?
Yes.
Rosita and Sarita defeated Angelina Love and Winter. As I was scrolling down the card, the Angelina Love link is in purple, so I've clicked on that at some point previously on my phone recently. It's my job's to write about wrestling. I'm hoping it was something to do with that.
I'm glad that you told us that.
See what Angelina Love's up to now. Jesus.
So actually, you know what? I think the reputation precedes itself. Some of that doesn't look that bad. Maybe just because like a few years go by and you forget about the other stuff. What's your worst pay-per-view you can remember off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head was WrestleMania 2000.
But that can't be like the worst one ever,
State of Emergency.
What was you saying that? Save Emergency.
In Orlando,
there
Florida.
We go. That's what I was trying to segue into. What was that like, Ross?
Bloody horrible.
It was one of the funnest shows I've ever been a part of. It was very funny.
You couldn't hear the speaker from the middle of the ring to the entranceway.
I just like point out, this isn't us like.
Well, no, it's objectively bad.
It was the worst WCPW show, and they've done some really good ones, but this was the worst one.
Yeah. In just for fairness, like Vince McMahon.
Jim Cornette said he had a list. I remember he had a list of shows which he thought were awful from his year in wrestling in 2017, and this was on there. So, yeah,
I won a title on that show. Ross was co-commentating with him.
I don't want to say the two are correlated, but you know.
I think that was the moment that...
Commentating 3 matches with me.
I think that was the moment when we jumped the shark, that show.
I agreed to do that, pissed as a fart, me. I had way too much to drink watching the Hall of Fame. Boss man's like, Ross, do you fancy doing a match? Commentary with Jim Cornette? Yeah, no problem.
Jim Cornette?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Man.
I love it.
Oh, and I was hanging out my arse. Phil lost his glasses down the toilet.
Phil lost his glasses
down the toilet.
Right. So Phil,
fantastic.
We were in like we had 3 separate villas in Orlando, right? Like apartments.
Yeah.
One was villa made it sound luxurious and that. It was nice, but it wasn't like a.
Hey, wrestlers were staying there.
Yeah. So
Bailey was there on the Monday after, or the Tuesday after Raw. Yeah.
Tommy Dreamer we saw at one point. Anyway, yes. So there was 3 different villas. One was just all the wrestlers. One was us, and then one was some of our crew and Prospect, I think, as well. Yeah, and Jimmy Kennedy. So one was a mixed house. So Phil wasn't staying in the presenter's house. He was in the mixed house with some of the wrestlers as well. One night, there was a bit of a walk between the 2 houses, and one night he was in ours, drinking.
Hall of Fame night.
Went back to his, came back the next day without his glasses. He was like, "Can you find my glasses anywhere? I've lost them." We're like, "No, you can't. You must have lost them on the way back to your villa." He was like, "Honestly, I don't think I have. I just don't remember leaving with them." The toilet was blocked for the rest of the trip.
His glasses were in the toilet,
Yeah,
weren't
we
they?
think his glasses were in the toilet.
He was in there for, I think he waited out of the toilet as well.
Yeah.
So he was in there for a while. He's, whoa, they've gone down.
I bet his glasses are in the toilet.
I'm sure he's loving this, that we've exposed this story on this illustrious podcast.
One of many,
story,
one of many hilarious stories from Orlando, Florida. What a magical week that was.
Oh, it was.
Oh man.
Because I told you, this obviously doesn't compare to this story, but because we were getting the same flight, as it turned out, my mate, who will listen to this, as he does a lot of the time, because he's my housemate currently, because he listens to this in the shower, so sometimes I'll wake up hearing my voice, and think I'm doing those existential out-of-body experiences things. He was being trained by Primate and Rampage, I want to say. So he heard that we were on the same flight as Rampage and Primate, and he went, "Oh no, oh no." We're like, "What?" He goes, "You don't understand." He goes, what do you think is going to happen? He goes, "Do you think they're making do like burpees down the aisles for 8 hours?" He goes, "Yeah." Mate, they're going to Orlando for a week to do wrestling. They've got matches to plan, and they've got stuff to watch on the thing. Do you think they'll be thinking about you? And he goes, You don't get it. You don't get it. And I was just, and we saw him, and I went, "Yeah, all right." He goes, "All right, pals." He's like, "Oh God, oh." So yeah, what a great week that was.
Plus, on that plane, they were too preoccupied with him.
They were bullying me.
All,
Not on the plane, in the departure lounge.
All of them.
Well, mainly Joseph Connors. Mainly Connors.
Rampage.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a bully. He's so nice.
No, it was light-hearted bullying, but in my mind, it was actually quite horrible.
What did he say?
He said I had a depressing body. Just because we don't all look like Joseph Connors.
Yeah. Actually, it's all right. If someone like that says that to you, it's like, well, yeah, you look like
Look
a
at
human
you.
action figure.
Yeah.
But if someone, looks like crap and says it, then you...
The best part of that departure lounge is
Oh,
when the
go on.
guy waltzes up to Rampage Brown. "Hello, David. Hey, can I have your autograph, please?" Oh, God.
yes.
And then somebody who was there, I can't remember the name of, went, "David Haig, the actor." What?
Oh,
He went, "No,
God.
I know you meant David Haig, the boxer." "No, you didn't. No, you did not. You thought..." First of all, David Haig's white, for a start. I mean,
Ollie
go on.
Rampage, does look a bit like David Hay in the face. Like,
No.
Yeah, he
Don't
does a little
defend-
bit.
He does not think of what you speak this entire episode.
If David Hay shaved his head, he'd look a bit like Rampage. Keep now saying his shoot name.
Yeah, that'll help.
I think
This is why Joseph Connor bullies you.
they've both got kind faces that can quickly turn mean.
Yeah, they've turned mean like 2 minutes ago. Well, I think I...
ECW disseminated this man.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I love that they built a pay-per-view with 2 hyped matches,
Yeah.
and that was it, and was speechless when people went,
And
"Boo!"
one of them was main roster tag teams.
Yeah, and one was the Hardy Boys making their one-night return, even though they've had 3 or 4 and just stayed around because they were great. Yeah. I love that. And they were like, why are people booing? Why are people not liking this show? You're like, that was so good.
But that's it.
That's it.
Well, what a
That's
great
it.
way to end the show. We should have ended it on the bit we were talking about before, man. But thank you very much, Ross, for joining us. We'd like to
Thank
plug
you very
anything.
much, Chef. Twitter, Ross on Wrestling.
Fantastic.
Do you want to plug something?
Like plug North Wrestling, who will be doing a show on this Saturday with the likes of Chris Renfrew, and who won't be there. I'm in Jordan, but I'm wearing a shirt because he's very nice. And some of the wrestlers.
He said, "I'm in Jordan." There.
I'm in Jordan. Oh, if only.
Chris Brooks is there.
Chris Brooks will apparently allegedly be there. He wasn't last time he was advertised, so I'm not going to announce him.
Who knows?
And he'll get to slap the hell out of me if he does show up. So another reason to show up. And they pay me for this plug. Jack, anything else you'd like to plug?
I'll Jack the Jobber on Twitter. Sadly, I won't be at North, but I'm watching Eurovision.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. Wait, go on.
I have to mention as well, patreon.com/Cultaholic if you want to get involved with the Hall of Fame stuff, and mailbag.com.
At cultaholic.com.
I always get it wrong. Mailbag@cultaholic.com if you want to ask questions. There you go. I'm done.
I'm done as well.
Hey.
I am Ross.
You are. He is Ross. Why is Ross?
This is the Cultaholic
Join us.
Podcast.
Join us.